Hello, my name is Sanje Ratnavale. I'm the president of the OESIS Group. We're an innovation network for independent schools, a 21st century association for faculty. Let me take you very quickly through our 4 different platforms. We have a collaboration platform, which is a repository of innovation content. We have a mastery assessment platform that allows you to create pathways for competency, whether for students or faculty. We have an e-portfolio that allows you to create performance artifacts and validate pathways. And we have a career placement platform. So very quickly, let me start with the innovation content platform known as OESIS XP. These platforms are linked. OESIS XP is built on Canvas, the learning management system that you see, and you can do a number of things. You can develop a pathway, and I'll show you one of those in a minute. You can see the upcoming webinar lineup, or you can go deep into the OESIS video library and actually see the videos that we have. We've sorted them by subject matter. You can see here, so if you go into a particular subject, you will see videos in many different areas. And the video library is called ARC. And the video library can be searched, so you can go into that video library, go in and press the search button here, press something like PBL, and then you will see a whole host of videos that come up. When those videos come up, you can simply click on them, and those videos can then be viewed. They can be commented on. You can see who in your school has also commented on them. There's closed captioning and all kinds of other things. The video platform, which is OESIS XP, also allows you to do pathways. So what we've done is we've provided a way for you to navigate the content in project-based learning, in competency-based education, social and emotional learning. We're also developing pathways in wellness and in global education that should be ready this year. When you do decide to do a pathway, you have 2 choices. You can do it on your own with your school assessing that pathway, or you can delve into our network, and we provide network leaders in every single subject, in every single division to help you on your way. The reason for that is because our pathways are put into 4 different categories. There's an introductory pathway, kind of like an on-ramp, 8 to 10 hours worth of work. You really get to know the domain. There's a unit developer pathway, which is really a planning pathway for a person looking to become a practitioner, developing planning, scheduling, etc. There's a level 2, which is 1 year after you've deployed it and you're looking to improve it, and you're looking to assess how it's gone. And then there's a mastery level where you've done 2 to 3 years worth of work and analysis and improvement on it. So here I'm going to go into a pathway. This is the project-based learning introductory pathway, and you can see content in each area. You can see some of the milestones, what is PBL, goals of the PBL, performance tasks. Click on one of those milestones, and you will see a whole host of things that you are encouraged to do. Introductory readings, background videos that we've put in place, etc. Deeper readings, inspiration videos, and reflections. And then you can just go to the next milestone. If you do want to do one with a network leader, what we do is we set you up in our second platform, which is the mastery platform. So you will see that we set up pathways, introductory PBL, CBE, SEL, etc. And we also set up pathways for schools themselves who design their own pathway. So let me just show you what this platform is. It's called the EDU platform. It's mastery assessment. It can be used by teachers, for teachers, or students, teachers for students. It has courses, programs, pathways. It has the ability to have all kinds of functionality relating to outcomes. To create a new pathway, you just do that. Here's a pathway that I created, a typical kind of pathway, and I'm just going to edit the pathway. A pathway is comprised of requirements that bubble up to meet a milestone, and you can have as many milestones as you like. So when you're creating a pathway, you enter the pathway details, and then you define the milestones and requirements, and you can just add another requirement as you want it. Here are the types of requirements you can add. You can add a unit assessment that is within a course. You can add a project. You can add a previous badge. If you add a project, for example, you just put the instructions, the skills, the rubric criteria. You can add a badge if your school wants to issue a badge. So, for example, if you had developed a competency badge in project-based learning or something, you could set up a series of competencies. And then once you've done that, you go to the administrator settings and you set up the reviewers. So you determine who's going to review that pathway, and you can have a reviewer, you can have multiple coordinators, etc. And you can determine a review strategy. One review for each submission. How should the submissions be distributed? First come, first served, even distribution. Now, assuming that once you've done that pathway, you then want to enroll teachers or students in it, you just press the Enroll Students button and a link pops up. You send that link by email to whoever it is that you want to send it to. If they have an e-portfolio, which is linked, you can see these platforms are linked. That's the e-portfolio, that's the mastery platform. Then they get a message, a notification saying you've been enrolled in a pathway. As soon as they've clicked on that, their pathway is set up. And you can see that this is the pathway that we set up. And this is the earning path, and there are all kinds of milestones that need to be completed. None of these milestones have been completed. They've been started because you can see there's some blue in it. When it actually turns green, it means the submission has taken place and it has been approved as a milestone. But let's assume that you didn't start one yet and you wanted to do something. Here are your instructions. You go in, you look at the attachments you want to put in, files, links, options, you categorize it, you put in a description of what this requirement is that you've done, you add some teammates, and then you submit it. And then that submission comes to the person who is required to submit it. So this e-portfolio is really an incredibly deep a system that allows you to build your profile, whether as a faculty member or as a student. It's the same, and you're fully in charge of your privacy, so you can connect with only the people you want to connect with. You can upload your portfolio of projects, whether there have been badges or whether there have been things that have been just done by you. You can decide who you're going to share it with. So that's our third platform. And then our final platform, our fourth platform for member schools, is called OESIS Career Confidential. So we started this last year. We have many teachers across the country who are looking for jobs, who want to have a very exclusive service. We only accept about 20% of those who register. Those teachers really must be very active in their environments, very knowledgeable of innovation areas. We ask them many different questions. We assess their innovation characteristics, and member schools can then contact them. It's not a job board, it's a faculty placement service. So those are the 4 areas. I hope you've enjoyed it. Please think about membership and join this year with many independent schools that have been now part of our network. Thank you.